Now, our first guest for today, Vatiswa Ndara, boasts a resume that every local artist and actor dreams of. She made a career out of embodying iconic roles from Generations to Home Affairs, and now she's on Muvhango.
Now, the gravitas her name carries has made her one of the most respected and sought-after screen talents the country has produced. She was also known as one of the country's silkiest voices as a newsreader and compiler for radio stations like Radio 2000 and Metro FM, to name a few. Her skill is one to be reckoned with, and she leaves a really lasting impression on any role that she takes on. Let's have a look at her current lead role in the popular SABC 2 soapie, Muvhango.
Wena, you want to take advantage of Moseri Gula. How sick are you? Get out of my house. Get out of my house before I get you arrested. Bloody toughies.
Uza nje apha kwam andophule inhliziyo andicela izitori uba wena unfaithful. Oh, Nkosi yam, James. Unyanisile, is that why bungafuni uba sirenew ivows zethu?
No, not at all. My love, Mamela, you cannot believe anything that comes out of that idiot's mouth.
Wow, welcome to the show. No, you're amazing. You've got such an incredible body of work to show for yourself. You've had an extraordinary career. You are lucky, but you've created your own luck because you've built a career. I think a lot of people that act can't present and a lot of presenters can't act, but you've literally done it all. I mean, you started off on radio and doing the news, where you were like the best newsreader in the country. How did you start off?
It started on radio back home in the Eastern Cape, but I was thinking, this is my calling. I've always wanted to perform. And I thought, okay, that time I was bigger than this. And I thought, okay, the only way I can get into this is by doing radio. Let me start there, because at least I had a foot in the door in the Eastern Cape. I was doing Radio Transkei and TV Transkei. So I thought when I moved here, at least I would have had something on my CV. Then I moved to Radio Bob, and so it went and it went and it went. And that's how I eventually got into this. I called someone at Generations, and they were like, come for auditions. You know,
Well, you definitely don't have a face for radio, so thank goodness that you made that transition. But you literally did, like, transform your whole life to accommodate television. How did you do that?
Physically, I had to change what I eat. And I mean, because I was getting a lot of rejection and I wasn't confident at the time. And I mean, you look at your US counterparts, like people, and you think, you have to change. You need to look good. I mean, like you.
I mean, but look at you there. I mean, you're outstanding. But do you think changing the physical has a big impact on the emotional and what's going on
For me,
inside?
it did. For me, it did, because I wasn't feeling confident. And every time I looked at other people, they could transform, because it's easier. When you're feeling good, it's easier for people to realize that you're confident and there's nothing to worry about. But if you walk in there and if you're not feeling confident, I mean, how are you going to do anything? So it needed for me to work that way. I needed to change myself and feel good so that inside I could just carry anything.
And you've certainly gone through so many things that for most people would have broken that confidence that led you to writing your book. Tell me about that whole journey.
Well, the book came after so many things. I mean, our industry is not easy. It's not easy at all. And I mean, I've had times where I just thought, okay, pack up and go home. And I've had to do that. And going back home, I started doing work. My aunt had an old age home, and I started working there. And I looked after HIV and AIDS patients. And that made me forget about my real problems. And I realized that, you know what? There are people who have more serious problems, because some people were just left there by families who didn't want to go and see them again. And after that, I realized, you know, I came back to Joburg and I said, try again.
Yeah.
Just keep on trying and keep on trying. And that's what I did. And I mean, 2 years ago, when I did the book, you know, the fans and supporters, you read their messages on social media and you think, you know, just clicking a like and saying thank you, it didn't feel enough. I wanted to do something to say, I hear you. I really appreciate. So I compiled some of these messages and I got like Swangile Kumalo to do the foreword and some of the other people that I worked with, you know, just to say to the people, thank you, you know, your voice is heard.
I think it's so, like, it must have been so cathartic to write it, but also so empowering for other women who read it, going, you know, if this woman can go through all of that and still come out tops, I can do it too.
Well, I hope, you know, because we all go through our different journeys. That's the thing. And mine has, it's been so weird. I've had so many experiences. On radio, there were some serious down moments. Like, I'm sure you've heard about the sexual harassment issue. And I had to rise above that and keep on saying, I'm going back to Joburg, go back home and come back and try again. I mean, there were so many of those episodes. And now it's like, I haven't made it. It's still a struggle. But here I am, and I'm still standing.
You know, I think that's the part of life. Like, I don't think I've made it yet. I still haven't hit the best of what I still want to do. And I think that's the most exciting journey. But you've done some sensational things. I mean, for me, one of my favorite of your work is Kabuli and Home Affairs. I mean, what an amazing role. Do you think that was the role that changed your life?
I don't know, because after that I didn't get work for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. I got a SAFTA for the role, and I didn't work for some time. And so it's not that easy. When everyone is saying hoorah, that is a role. And then you don't get work for some time. It takes ages for you to go back.
Why do you think it is? Do people think maybe you're too expensive or that you don't want to do their roles? I mean, it's bizarre to me how that would happen.
It's a combination of things. It's a combination of things. I think it's that oh, she's going to get big-headed now. She's got that role. She's got an award. She's going to be difficult. And
they'd never say that about a man, actually. Not to, I mean, I'm not ever going to bash men because goodness knows I love them. but it is difficult for women in the industry for that reason.
It has been for me. I mean, in my experience, it really has been so difficult. And sometimes I just think it's me. It's not even about women. I just feel it's happening to me. But no, it's happening to a lot of people.
It is.
Yeah.
We love having you here. I've got so much more that I want to speak to you about.
That sounds scary.
I know, only good things.